Welcome to OCD Clarity. My name is Luc, and today I want to talk about proving your way or trying to prove your way out of OCD. And this is a path I took for many, many years. And I can assure you that this won't lead to recovery at all. It's a compulsion. But it is very understandable why someone try to do this, but it doesn't work at all. It works counterproductive. So when you have OCD, and in most cases it is severe, chronic, and for many people it will be latched on for a lot of years, just as I had, and you try different things, and because doing a compulsion gives you a slight relief, you think you are on the right path. But it is an illusion, because when you stop doing compulsions, you are on the right path, but in the short term you will feel more anxious, more bad than you ever did before. But it is still the right path. So trying to convince yourself. If I take myself as an example, and I can explain you a lot, multiple examples, but at a certain point I developed harm OCD. In the kitchen, around knives, I was really anxious, really anxious. And I got bombarded with thoughts about hurting my loved ones, killing them. And I tried to directly answer these thoughts in my head and said, these are OCD thoughts and these are not my own, because they feel so strange and they come in the beginning out of nowhere. So you think, but you are so scared of this possible outcome and these thoughts because they feel so real, and I was very scared on acting on them. So, and that is a thing that a lot of people have. So what happened? I tried all kind of different things, but at a certain point, when I was around knives and I got thoughts, I said to myself, this is an OCD thought. And they went away. But they came back. Can you see the pattern? So I got the thought, my anxiety rised, and I did something to decrease the anxiety in the moment. And if you saw my other videos, you can see this is the OCD cycle. So you do that, you will feel a directly release of the anxiety. You feel at ease again, and you think, this is the solution. But the cycle will go over and over and over again. And your feeling of relief will get, the time you feel relief will get decreased. And at a certain point, you will be constantly saying the whole fucking day that it is your OCD thoughts. But really, you can't, it is impossible to be certain that it is an OCD thought or not. You can't get certainty about that. It can't be done. And at a certain point, you will be trying to prove your way out of OCD the whole damn day. Can you see the cycle where you're in? And when you do this, it is a compulsion. And you reaffirm to your brain that you're scared of this thing. And because your brain's primarily function is to keep you safe, and OCD is really a jacked up safety mechanism, it will keep giving you the thoughts because you're scared of it, so it tries to get your attention to solve it, but there's nothing to be solved. You can read this more about this piece in my OCD Clarity action plan, how this works. And I have also some videos about the OCD cycle, 2 very in-depth videos where you can see this pattern. So then what works? It is the same thing I'm saying over and over again, but you really need to hear it. First, you need to see what are the things I'm scared of, really scared of. What are the things I'm doing as a compulsion? And in general, you need to know a lot more about OCD and anxiety, how it works. And that piece you can do to download my OCD Clarity action plan and learn more about this severe anxiety-based disorder. And then you need to see that trying to prove your way out of OCD will result in that you will never get better of it. It is a big compulsion, and what you need to do is that you need to go with uncertainty and work on getting less scared of your fear. And it is going with, when the thoughts arises, you will not answer the thoughts. Go with your life, go on with your life, do the things you want, and 1 to 3 times per week you will really go in depth into your own OCD themes and what's the things that are holding you back. So you will look into what is really the thing that I'm scared of. And you can do this, I explain this within the OCD Clarity Action Plan. And when you know where you're scared of, you can make peace or get acceptance about the worst possible outcome. When you can accept your worst possible outcome, when you get less scared about this happening, or not scared anymore that this worst thing will occur, when it doesn't matter when it is an OCD thought or not, when it happens or not, that you just keep on living and are not scared of the most feared scenario, and think about it in a more balanced way, that you don't want it, but it isn't the end of the world. Even in the worst possible things. So with harm OCD, I needed to accept the worst possible outcome, and that was that I probably could hurt my loved one. And that is not the thing that I wanted, but I couldn't let this fear dominate my life any longer, because I was consumed by it 24/7. And you need to reintroduce things that you're scared of. So for instance, and now it's harm OCD, right? So you need to go back in the kitchen and cut your meat, or cook the chicken, or cook the beef, or are around sharp objects using scissors, for example. But another example for me was when I experienced sensory motor OCD. I was trying to convince myself and to prove my way out of the sensory motor OCD, the breathing OCD, that when I felt the sensation of the breath, I said to myself, but everybody breathes. Then it went away. But it's also compulsion. Constantly answering and trying to, but also this, oh, this is an OCD thought when I experienced the feeling of the breath. Oh, this, but you're constantly, it is a cycle that keeps on and on and on and on, and it gets worse over time. And you will get deeper into OCD. It really is. So please look into this if you are struggling with this, and please download my OCD Clarity Action Plan. If you have any questions, please contact me, and have a nice day.